Welcome to Inside the Pickle Jar, a podcast where we dive into the wonderfully quirky world of neurodiversity. I'm Tonya Weaver, your friendly neighborhood relationship coach specializing in neurodiverse individuals and neurodivergent myself. From communication tips to managing those "did you really just say that" moments, every episode will share real-life stories, expert advice, and practical strategies to help you tackle obstacles and build stronger, more fulfilling connections. Listen on to Inside the Pickle Jar, where every connection matters, every pickle has its place. Welcome to Inside the Pickle Jar, a podcast where we explore ways to navigate the complexities of life and find solutions that work for you. Today, we're diving into the world of essentialism and how it can be a game changer for neurodivergent individuals. Whether you're neurodivergent yourself or have someone in your life who is, this episode is for you. So let's get started. Essentialism is all about focusing on the right things that matter most and letting go of the rest. It's not about doing more in less time, but doing the right things more efficiently. This philosophy can be particularly beneficial for neurodivergent individuals who often face unique challenges in managing their time, energy, and attention. So I'm going to break down some of the key principles of essentialism and how they can help neurodivergent individuals thrive. To start with, there's the power of saying no. The first principle of essentialism is the power of saying no, and for neurodivergent individuals, sensory overload and executive function challenges can make it difficult to manage multiple commitments. By learning to say no to non-essential tasks, you can free up your time and energy for what truly matters. And for neurodivergent individuals, managing multiple commitments can feel like juggling flaming torches. One wrong move and everything can come crashing down. And there's always, I know for me, some nervousness and anxiety around any of these flaming torches falling to the ground. This is where essentialism shines. By learning to say no to non-essential tasks, you're essentially extinguishing the flames and focusing on the torches that truly matter. Imagine you're a neurodivergent professional with a packed schedule. You get invited to several meetings, asked to take on additional projects, and receive numerous social invitations. Each of these commitments requires mental and emotional energy, which can be overwhelming due to sensory overload and executive function challenges. So here's how essentialism helps. You learn to evaluate each request. So before agreeing to any task or event, you take a moment to assess its importance and relevance. Does it align with your goals and values? If not, it's okay to decline. And then if you've taken something on and you've been doing it for a while and it no longer suits your needs, learning to say, "I can't do this anymore" is also important. And I have personally just learned this as recently as well. Also, setting boundaries. You clearly communicate your limits to others, and this might mean setting specific times for focused work or designated periods for rest. People will respect your boundaries if you consistently enforce them. People are always going to push against them, so you have to be super clear about what those boundaries are and stick to them. And sometimes it helps to write them down and put some intention behind them. So then, prioritizing quality over quantity, you focus on doing a few things exceptionally well rather than spreading yourself too thin across many activities. This approach not only reduces stress, but also enhances your performance and satisfaction. By adopting these practices, you can create a more manageable and fulfilling schedule. Saying no isn't about being dismissive or uncooperative. It's about protecting your energy and attention for what truly matters. In essence, it's a form of self-care that allows you to be more present and effective in your endeavors. And we'll talk about self-care in a minute. So you're going to streamline your routines. Another essentialist strategy is streamlining what you do every day, or what you do on a regular basis at least. Neurodivergent individuals often benefit from structure and predictability. So by creating a consistent daily routine, you can minimize decision fatigue and create a sense of stability. Think of it as designing your day with intention. Identify the key activities that support your well-being and productivity, and build your routine around them. This might include setting specific times for work, breaks, and self-care activities. And streamlining routines can be a total game changer, especially for neurodivergent individuals who often thrive on structure and predictability. So let's talk a little bit about the specifics on how this works. Structure and predictability. So neurodivergent brains often find comfort in knowing what to expect next. Uncertainty can cause anxiety and overwhelm. By creating a consistent daily routine, you introduce a sense of order and predictability that can help manage these feelings. Also, minimizing the decision fatigue I was talking about. Every decision we make uses up a bit of our mental energy. For neurodivergent individuals, making too many decisions throughout the day can lead to burnout faster. By establishing routines, you reduce the number of decisions you need to make. Instead of wondering what to do next, your day follows a planned pattern, saving mental energy for more important tasks. There are many of you who know that President Obama and Steve Jobs and a few others like that have a limited wardrobe. And so they always know what they're going to wear for the day, and that takes one more decision out of their decision-making process. So designing your day with intention involves identifying the key activities that support your well-being and productivity and building your routine around them. For instance, work. Set specific blocks of time for focused work. This could include using techniques like the Pomodoro method that I've talked about several times and written about in my newsletter. You can use it to break work into manageable intervals with short breaks. And then breaks. Scheduled breaks are crucial. They help reset your brain and maintain focus throughout the day. This might include short walks, stretching, stepping away from your workspace, even taking a nap in the middle of the day for 15 or 20 minutes. And then self-care. You really have to make self-care non-negotiable. This could be anything from meditation, exercise, reading, or even a hobby you enjoy. By scheduling it into your routine, remember, schedule it in there. You ensure it doesn't get overlooked. And when all that comes together, you've created stability. Routines provide a stable framework within which you can operate. They act as a safety net, allowing you to manage unexpected changes more effectively. Even if something disrupts part of your day, having a routine helps you quickly get back on track. So by carefully designing your day, you align your activities with your energy levels and needs, leading to increased productivity and a greater sense of well-being. It's about creating a life that works with your neurodivergent brain, not against it. So then, eliminating distractions. Distractions and eliminating them are another part of essentialism. They can be a significant hurdle for neurodivergent individuals. And essentialism teaches us to eliminate them and create an environment that supports our goals. This might involve decluttering your workspace, using noise-canceling headphones, which I've discussed many times in this podcast, or setting boundaries with technology. By reducing the number of distractions, you can enhance your ability to focus on the tasks that matter most. Remember, it's about creating an environment that works for you, not against you. So let's talk about how and why eliminating distractions is helpful, especially for neurodivergent individuals. Distractions are particularly challenging for neurodivergent individuals due to unique sensory processing and attention needs. Think about those with ADHD, where distractions are easy to come by. Here's how essentialism can help you create an environment that minimizes distractions and maximizes focus. So, starting with decluttering your workspace. A cluttered environment can overwhelm the senses and makes it really difficult to concentrate. By keeping your workspace clean and organized, you reduce visual distractions and create a more serene and focused setting. Think of it as creating a blank canvas that allows your mind to focus on the task at hand. There are a lot of faiths and philosophies around your outsides reflect your insides and vice versa. So if you can declutter your outsides, it can help settle your insides. Then using noise canceling headphones, noise can be a significant distraction, especially for those who are sensitive to auditory stimuli. Noise canceling headphones can help block out background noise and create a quiet space for concentration. They can also be used to listen to calming music or white noise, which can further enhance focus. Then there's the setting boundaries with technology. Technology can be a double-edged sword. While it offers many tools for productivity, it can also be a source of constant distraction. Sometimes you have to set boundaries with technology, and that might involve designating tech-free times. Schedule those in as well. Those are the specific times during the day where you step away from screens, notifications, and use this time for focused work, relaxation, and other offline activities. And then you can use focused apps. There are several apps designed to minimize digital distractions by blocking certain websites or apps during work periods. It doesn't even allow you to access them, and these tools can help you stay on track and avoid the temptation of checking social media or other distractions. So, as you eliminate all those distractions and you get your decluttering going, you can then create your optimal environment and then tailor it to suit your sensory preferences or make a big difference. So, this might include lighting. You can adjust the lighting to your comfort level. Maybe you want natural light. Other people might find soft, dim lighting more conducive to focus. And then comfortable seating. The best thing you can do for yourself is to invest in a great chair that's comfortable and that your desk setup is ergonomic and comfortable, reducing physical discomfort that can distract from work. So add some personal touches. You've gotten rid of the clutter. Now add some personal items that bring you joy or inspiration that can enhance your workspace and make it a place you enjoy spending time. By taking these steps to eliminate distractions, you can create an environment that supports your goals and aligns with your needs. It's about making your surroundings work for you, allowing you to concentrate on what's truly important. So, here, let's talk about prioritizing self care. Essentialism isn't just about productivity, it's also about well being. For neurodivergent individuals, self care is essential to maintaining balance and avoiding burnout, both the garden variety burnout that almost everybody goes through occasionally, but also neurodivergent burnout, which is harder and rarely understood. Neurodivergent burnout is a real thing, something that the neurotypical don't experience. So I just would like to pause for a minute and discuss this briefly. If you aren't aware of neurodivergent burnout or you've never heard of it, it's a state of physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion that occurs when those of us with neurodevelopmental differences like ADHD or autism are pushed beyond our capacity to cope with the demands of daily life. Neurodivergent individuals, well, we expend extra energy trying to conform to societal norms and manage their unique challenges. Things that just come naturally to the neurotypical, we have to work on. And that can lead to a quicker depletion of our mental and physical resources. And this makes us more susceptible to burnout compared to neurotypical individuals. The symptoms of neurodivergent burnout can include things like chronic fatigue, where you constantly feel tired even after you've had a rest, emotional exhaustion, where you feel overwhelmed, anxious, depressed. You have reduced productivity, difficulty focusing and completing tasks. And then there are also physical symptoms, headaches, muscle tension, other stress-related physical issues. And these causes can include things like overstimulation, constant sensory input that can be overwhelming, having high expectations, trying to meet those societal or personal expectations that are actually really unrealistic. And then a lack of support when you don't have enough support systems in place. Recovery involves recognizing the signs early, setting boundaries, and prioritizing self-care. It's important to create an environment that supports your needs and allows for regular breaks and rest. This means prioritizing those activities that recharge your energy and support your mental health. So, just to review, essentialism isn't just about productivity, but also well being, especially and including for neurodivergent individuals. The balance between productivity and well being is that essentialism teaches us to focus not only on doing more, but also on what truly matters. For neurodivergent individuals, this balance is crucial. It's not just about ticking off tasks, but also about maintaining mental and emotional health. Neglecting self care can lead to burnout, which undermines productivity in the long run. So, prioritizing those activities that recharge you are things like self care activities that are essential to recharge your energy and support your mental health. For example, nature walks. Spending time outside have a calming effect on the mind. The fresh air, the sunlight, and natural surroundings can help reduce stress and enhance your mood and get your body moving and breathing and getting you out of the house. And then there are mindfulness practices, techniques such as meditation, deep breathing, mindful movement like yoga can help center your thoughts and reduce anxiety. These practices can be especially beneficial for managing sensory overload and promoting a sense of calm. And then engaging in hobbies like doing something you love can provide a sense of joy and fulfillment, whether it's painting, playing an instrument, gardening, any other hobby. These activities allow you to express yourself and take a break from daily pressures. So it's important to make time for self-care. In fact, it's crucial to consciously carve out time for these self-care activities. Here's how to integrate some of these self-care ideas into your routine. You need to schedule it. Just like any important task, put self-care activities on your calendar. Block that time. Treat them as non-negotiable appointments with yourself. Listen to your body. Pay attention to signs of stress or fatigue. Take breaks as needed. It's better to take short, frequent breaks than to push through and risk burnout. And then adjust as needed. Your needs might change over time, so be flexible and adjust your self-care activities to what works best for you at any given moment. So the ripple effect is when you prioritize self-care, you're not only taking care of your well-being, but also enhancing your overall productivity and effectiveness. It is important to get your work done, and you can't neglect the things you need to get accomplished for your job. But a well-rested, calm mind is better equipped to handle those challenges, make decisions, and stay focused on what truly matters. I know for myself, I'm always trying to prove that I'm as good as everybody else, that I can accomplish a lot of things, that I care about people, that culture is important to me. And so I tend to sign up for too much. And it's a part of my masking problem. If it's part of yours, recognize it and learn how to dial some of this back. Essentialism teaches that self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity. By taking the time to recharge and support your mental health, you ensure that you're operating at your best, which allows you to handle the demands of daily life way more efficiently. Now, building a supportive network is the last fundamental piece. Essentialism emphasizes the importance of a supportive network. Neurodivergent individuals seriously benefit from having a strong support system. Whether it's family, friends, or professionals, surrounding yourself with people who understand and respect your needs and who can provide encouragement and assistance when needed is incredibly important. Building a supportive network can make a world of difference in your ability to focus on what matters most. But this can sometimes be daunting. particularly if you've tried before and found untrustworthy people. Don't stop working on it. You may need to invest in therapy, coaching, and other paid professionals to help you create this network, at least to get started. Don't be afraid to ask for help and lean on your support system when you need it. So, why is a supportive network crucial for neurodivergent individuals? And then, how do you build one? For neurodivergent individuals, having a strong support system is vital to managing daily challenges and enhancing overall well being. You need understanding and respect. People who understand your unique needs and respect your boundaries can provide a safe space where you can be yourself without judgment or pressure to conform. You also need emotional support, which means having someone to talk to during tough times to alleviate stress and anxiety. Emotional support from trusting individuals can help you navigate difficult situations and feel less isolated. And then you also just need practical assistance. Supportive friends, family, professionals can offer practical help, whether it's with daily tasks, organizational strategies, or providing resources that you may not have access to on your own. You can't know everything, and there are lots of people and resources out there to help you. So, as far as building your support network, you need to start by identifying your needs. Before you reach out to anybody else, you start asking for help. Understand what kind of support you do need. Do you require emotional support, practical assistance, or someone who can help you strategize and organize? In my previous episode, I talk about how to advocate for what you need. And in that episode, I go into great depths on how to define what you need, writing it down, practicing it. Please go back and listen to that episode for a deeper discussion on this. Then start by reaching out. Reach out to close family members and friends who already know you well. Be honest about your needs and how they can support you. Join support groups. Look for local or online support groups for neurodivergent individuals. These communities can offer a wealth of shared experiences and advice from people who understand your challenges. In this day and age of Zoom calls, you can meet with others from all over the world, from the safe confines of your own home and on your own schedule. Meetup is a great place to start looking. You can also use Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. Start searching for those groups if you find that helpful. And then, of course, professional support. Don't hesitate to seek professional help from therapists, coaches, counselors who specialize in working with neurodivergent individuals. They can provide tailored strategies and support. And of course, if there's some way I can help you, please reach out through my site at risingtidecoaching.org and see if my services fit your needs through a chemistry call. As you define your needs, remember to set boundaries and communicate those boundaries clearly with your support network. This ensures that everyone understands your limits and respects your space when needed. Don't be afraid to ask for help. It's essential to recognize that asking for help is a strength, not a weakness. No one can handle everything alone, and reaching out for support is a proactive step towards maintaining balance and achieving your goals. I know I struggle all the time thinking I can't show up as needing help. I need to be able to be the expert that can do this myself. But you don't have to. I had to learn this the hard way, and I don't want you to have to learn it that way. Reach out. By surrounding yourself with a supportive network, you create a solid foundation that enables you to focus on what matters most. This network not only helps you manage day-to-day challenges, it also empowers you to thrive and succeed. I have a clip from Greg McKeown, who has written a book on essentialism and actually has an online school teaching essentialism. And he has some interesting things to say about giving yourself space and time to have calm thinking periods in your day. Please take a listen.
I've spent the last 15 years pretty obsessed by a single question, which is, what is it that holds capable, driven people from breaking through to the next level? And the answer to that question, to my great surprise, is success. I first observed this working with executive teams in Silicon Valley, where I noticed that when they were focused on a few things, it led to success. But success breeded so many opportunities and options that diffused the very focus that led to success in the first place. And so exaggerating the point in order to make it found that success becomes a catalyst for failure, because it leads to what Jim Collins called the undisciplined pursuit of more. The antidote for that problem is the disciplined pursuit of less. That means exploring the very critical things you want to pursue and being willing to then, number two, eliminate the rest. And number three, build a form for effortless execution so that doing what is essential becomes default position, not just the rare occasion. My position is that when people really get a chance to think about the space, that they can easily discern between the things that are essential to them, important to them, and those things that are not. The problem is not our ability to discern, it's that we don't have the space to take the time to discern. Once we have that perspective, we can think through it. So my position is that we need to develop a routine that enables that space to think. In a world where we have so much information, we need more time to think and process it, not less. And so, one CEO that I interviewed for the book has 2 hours on his calendar every day, broken up into half-hour segments, so that he has this space to stop, to turn everything off, to think, see the bigger picture. I think we could all do something similar to that.
So I hope you can hear all of the things that I talked about in this episode about the fundamental principles of essentialism in that short clip from Greg. And you can find links to his book as well as links to his website for his Essentialism University and to this video clip if you'd like to hear it in its entirety. You'll find all of those in my show notes. I hope that you have found what he has to say and what I have had to say interesting and helpful. Understand that essentialism is a powerful philosophy that can help neurodivergent individuals and neurotypical as well navigate the complexities of life with a lot of ease and efficiency. And by focusing on what truly matters, streamlining your routines, eliminating distractions, prioritizing self-care, and building a supportive network, you can create a life that is not only productive, but fulfilling. So that's all for today's episode of Inside the Pickle Jar. I hope you found this discussion on essentialism helpful. If you want to learn more, again, check out the links in the show notes. If I can help coach you through how to improve your mindset, help you get better at executing the philosophy of essentialism, coach you through time and productivity improvements, or to even help you build your network, please reach out through my website at risingtidecoaching.org. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with others who might benefit from our discussions. You can also follow me on social media for more insights and updates. You can find me on LinkedIn and on Instagram. If you're enjoying our discussions on Inside the Pickle Jar and want to stay updated with tips on productivity and personal relationships, I invite you to sign up for my weekly newsletter. Each week, you'll receive exclusive content, tips, and updates straight to your inbox. It's a great way to stay connected and then continue our journey together. Again, just head on over to risingtidecoaching.org and enter your name to get the instructions and the newsletter every week. Until then, enjoying neurodiversity and understanding how we can all work better together.